Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. If you've been following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button to help grow this channel and get the word out on dividend growth investing. Getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend investing is all about. My main objective is to show a replicable way of building an ever-growing and ever-reliable income stream, one that does not have to rely on the volatility of the stock market. You simply own the shares of successful companies and you're automatically paid. In this video, I'm going to show you the dividends I received for this month. I'm a buy and hold investor and I buy more shares every week. The reason I create these videos is to show you what kind of dividends you could expect from a portfolio this size, as well as how those dividends grow over time. What we're looking at right now is my taxable M1 stock brokerage account for my dividend portfolio. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at the performance here overall. You can see the portfolio is up overall, but let's look at the 1 year performance, just slightly down. You can see the dividends are really keeping this portfolio afloat. Year to date, we're down slightly as well. Let's look at the last quarter, and we're down 8.39%. That's really what tells the tale here. Last month, down 1.61%. But over the last week, we are up 1.18%. I think that's largely in part to a little bit of yesterday as well as today, almost back to the $200,000 mark for this portfolio. And this portfolio has been above the 210, right about the 214 mark, almost touching 215. We can see that was back in the end of July. That was the top of the market, and you can see we've kind of tumbled down with a little bit of a recovery, because this portfolio pretty much tracks the broader market in performance. I'm going to go to the activity log, and rather than just tell you the dividends I received, I like to go through the activity log here on M1 and read out each individual dividend just as proof. So we're going to do the activity type of dividends only. We're going to go to the beginning of the month, and it looks like the first dividend that rolled in was October 2nd with Allstate for $5.45. Then next up was Coca-Cola for $9.15. And then ADP, $3.31. Then on October 3rd, Kimberly-Clark, $10.83. HP paid a dividend of $5.41 on October 4th. And then on the 6th, Merck paid $8.14. And then on the 10th, Best Buy paid me $7.46. And then on the 12th, Illinois Toolworks, $7.29. O Realty, this is a monthly payer. On the 13th, it paid me $8.17. On the 13th, again, Leggett & Platt, $19.77. Then Agree Realty, $2.59. Medtronic, $5.25. And then on the 16th, Fifth Third paid me $16.12. WP Carey paid me $19.79. And then on the 25th, Cisco paid $9.68. Then on the 26th, Oracle, $4.63. And then American Tower, $5.48. And then the big one that rolled in just this morning, there's a 1 day delay with M1, and BST paid me $396.43. JP Morgan paid me $4.59. So that rounds out all of the dividends that were paid me. I'm going to jump over to a Google Docs spreadsheet. I'll leave a link below so you can see what's all in my portfolio. It shows the company, ticker symbol, share price, number of shares that I own. You can see the market value, and it also counts that all up. Right now it's at $1.99, and you can see my cost basis, but the dividends have helped me have a gain with this portfolio instead of a loss. If I had stocks that did not pay a dividend, I would be definitely at a loss. And we're just going to go down to the pay date of October. I filled in all the amounts from M1, and we'll get a total here. And keep in mind that October is the first month of quarter 4, and the first month of each quarter and the second month of each quarter, as far as dividends, pay the lowest, because most companies pay their dividend in the third quarter of every month. That's every March, June, September, December. So December I'll get a really big payout, but this month you can see the sum is $549.56. There were some changes to the portfolio. I sold out on Agree Realty and WP Carey. So the next time these pay out, those will not be included. I will not get a dividend from Agree or WP Carey. That will be in January. So next up, I'm going to show you, let's take a look at some of the dividend history from this portfolio. I've been tracking these dividends since January 2021, and also you can see the portfolio value. This is what it was at when I first started doing these videos. In the first month, I got $37.41. You can see it has since increased as I've deposited more money. You can see there was a big deposit right here starting in September 2022. I had equity in a home I no longer own, so I was deploying $10,000 per week into the portfolio to really build this up, to turbocharge it and get my dividends going. But you can see though afterwards I'm really slowed it down. I'm doing $100 a week mostly is what I'm investing. That's what I did for the month of October. You can see here I filled in my dividends paid. You can see here the portfolio value at the end of October. So yesterday it was at 196. We've already added another almost $3,000 just with the market going up. Just keep in mind, you own stocks. It's quite volatile. It's up or down, and you really have no control over it. You can see in July that was the high point for this portfolio, and we can see we're almost back to $200,000. But let's take a look at though the average monthly dividend. To me, this is what the average paycheck is. Remember, I told you that the lower paying months are the first and second month, and the third being the highest. So to show progress, what I do is I take the quarterly dividends I'm expected to receive and divide those by 3 to get a nice smooth monthly dividend average. You can see that's been trending upwards as I have been buying more shares of companies, and that is the case except for there were 2 exceptions. And right here in February 2023 it went down to $2.94 because I owned JEPI at the time and they were lowering their dividend, so that cut my monthly dividend there. Also, SCHD that's the largest position in my dividend portfolio, and every March their first quarter dividend announcement historically has been their lowest, so that reduced my dividend income right there. But I'm expecting a big jump in December, and because SCHD historically has paid their largest dividend in December, so we'll see. But it also shows not only the average monthly dividend, but a dollar increase in the month-over-month percentage gain. We can see just from October, I increased my monthly income by $15.37 to get it up to $858.59. And just this morning, I reinvested those dividends I received. Remember from BST, this big one right here. I'll show you what I did. Okay, let's go back to, hold on one second. Go back to the activity log. There we go. Because remember, it was just showing the dividends only, so I had to kind of refresh that. Sorry about that. So with BST, JPM, these were dividend drips, and I bought it. You can see just with that drip, I got 12.8 additional shares of BST, and that is 12.8 times 25 cents more of dividend income going back into this portfolio, and that's why it went up $3.22. A couple pennies of that was for JP Morgan. So I already had a month-over-month gain just in November of 0.38%. We can see what my annual dividend income is at. It's over $10,000. And just that dividend drip, I increased my annual income by $38.64. No deposits so far in the month of November. Subscribe so you can see my weekly video. I do a weekly buy video every Monday, so you can see what I bought on Monday and also what the effect was on my average monthly dividend as it keeps going up. Show you some other things. I also track anything where I do a deposit. If there's a dividend drip, you can see the results on the average monthly dividend, how it goes up. And right here, JEPI was lowering its dividend. These are the reds. JEPI lowering its dividend. SCHD lowered their dividend. But the rest you can see are increasing it. Another JEPI. I got tired of just the volatility of that dividend, really, and got rid of them. You can see they just kept on lowering it and lowering it and lowering it and lowering it. You can see, and then Extra Space did something. I got rid of them too. So with their dividend, they kind of split it up, but that's not the reason why I sold them. But you can see here, SCHD, there was a lowering of a dividend back in September by just a penny, but you can see just that penny per share, what that did to my monthly income. But overall, SCHD is it's ahead. I'm going to show you just some quick math I was doing with SCHD, comparing the 2022 dividend to the 2023 dividend, and already just comparing quarters 1 through 3, we're already ahead from 2022 and 2023 by 3.12% of a dividend increase, and we still have quarter 4 to go. So hopefully that quarter 4 dividend for SCHD is 71, 72, 73 cents. Hopefully it's above this dividend, the 70.3 cents that was from 2022. And also I'll show you another tab here. This is pretty much a net worth tab. I really encourage you to put everything in one place and track your net worth. Of course, don't obsess over it. Maybe look month to month and track it. But I have a Vanguard account where I have ETFs as well as a mutual fund in there with VTSAX. Most of everything in Vanguard, though, is ETF. And I also have a 401k. And M1, I also have a IRA there as well. And you can see that's the total from my M1 taxable brokerage account. Carrying a lot of cash right now because I'm about to put a down payment on a home. You can see I just have a small Capital One checkings and savings accounts. And then I total that up right there. It's my net worth, which I was over 1.4 million in late July. But it's slowly recovering. We'll see. Who knows, though, it could go back down. And so I've also been tracking my total dividends by month, and that includes my IRA, 401k, everything. And let's just take a look at, for the month of October, when we count everything, it looks like I have to fill in a few things. I have not put in my 401k dividends for the bonds, and looks like the stable fund as well. It's pretty much a money market, and also the Vanguard stuff. So it's missing most, or not most, it's missing some of the smaller ones, some bonds in here, and the bonds for my 401k, but most of it is in there. I didn't put the BST in there from this morning, but I'll fill that in later. But it's over $2,100 just from that. So once I do retire and I'm able to access my IRA, 401k penalty free, I'll at least get that. It's going to be a lot more. It's going to be over $2,500 because I know the BST payout in my IRA was over $400. So that's pretty much all I had to show you guys in this video. If you got any value from this video, learned anything, please click the like button. Also subscribe so you can see my other videos my weekly buy video, and I also do a monthly budget video. I'll be doing that where I go over all of my expenses, and I'll show you what the gap was from my expenses as well as my net worth, kind of tracking that from month to month. And sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down by tens of thousands of dollars per month. And it doesn't matter if I put in more or a lot of money. Sometimes the market can go down so much that I can have losses even if I put in a lot of money in the month. But that's okay, because overall I know I'm trending in the upward direction. So thanks everybody for sticking to the end of this video. I hope everyone has a great rest of their week. Take care.